Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Hen, and we back at the Hen's Den. Thank God for waking me up, not just waking me up. Thank God for waking you and y'all up too on this Friday. No working morning, y'all, but it's a blessing. Y'all, I ain't been to work all week. You ain't been to work all week, but guess what though? It's still a blessing. God still gonna take us. You probably ain't gonna get paid. I'm probably ain't gonna get paid. But guess what though? God still got us. You feel me? It's a blessing that we still here. We made it through this storm. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing. It's a blessing still to be alive. It's a blessing that we still got our power on, y'all. It's just a blessing that we alive. It's a blessing that we made it through this snowstorm, y'all, and y'all too. Thank God that we alive. Thank God y'all family alive. Thank God if anybody lost some, I apologize. Hey, I know that's a hurting feeling, but if you didn't, you got to get them extra praise all day if you have to. Thank you, thank you. 'Cause y'all, if you just only knew how much stuff people done lost around here. Cars, they got to repair their houses. What if they don't got the money? What if they don't have insurance? That's why anybody can be in that person's feet, including me. You too. You just thank God that everything's great. For real. Hold on, y'all. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. But y'all, you just be thankful. You be thankful. You be thankful. You be thankful. And thank you for coming back to the den too. Hope y'all had a safe staying inside week. But next week, I think we'll be back on our job. Hope you be back on your job too. If not, just remember God still got you. And God always will send you a blessing through somebody else. Just don't never know. But check this out, y'all. The stories I done heard in the stores. Stories I hear people saying on the phone to each other. This don't make no sense, y'all. Ungrateful, complaining folks. Check this out. Our power went off. This storm came in with Saturday morning. Started snowing early Saturday morning. So I got up anyway. Storm started coming in Saturday morning. Snowing already, everything froze. Ice everywhere, right? Power went off, I want to say probably like Saturday night, I want to say. Now, my bad, I'm tripping. It was out that morning already, sometime Saturday morning, probably like 8, 9 o'clock. But thank God we got gas. Power was out, but we got gas. So guess what? It's a blessing that we can stay warm. If some power, long we can stay warm, that's a blessing. Don't you know, peoples, that I heard people's in the stores, people's on the phone, blessed to have power. I mean, blessed to have gas, but they complaining because there ain't no power. You ought to be happy your black tail got gas. You know how many people around here don't have gas heaters? They got central heat and air, and if that power go off, that central heat and air gonna go off. Especially if they ain't got no propane stove, no gas stove. They're gonna be cold like a mother effing. And they gonna have to go somewhere to get warm or sit in their car. That's another thing. We know people that sat in their car to keep warm. Now we had a house full over here. You know what I'm saying? People power that went out. They came stay with us. See what I'm saying? Everything's great. My son, everything's great. They had power, or they had gas. Made sure he was straight. But we also had some people that came over here. That's what you're supposed to do in crisis like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, look out for folks. You know what I'm saying? If you eat, they eating. If you want to heat, okay, we got room. Y'all can come over here and get on the heat. You got to do that because you never know who you might need. I never know who I might need when I get up in that age of next year or in my late 40s or early 50s. You never know who you might need. But anyway, don't you know I heard people saying, oh, I got gas in my house. I'm keeping warm, but they need to come fit this power. First of all, what about these power people, the folks that work for the power? Don't they got families too? Oh, so they put a risk their life to come out here to make sure we got power, but they risking their life. You see what I'm saying? To come out here. That ain't right. Those are selfish people. Man, let me tell y'all one story. Somebody in the store, right? Grown age dude, like he in his 50s, complaining. He said some old stuff like that. They need to get up off their A and come get this power on. Dude. But the other dude saying, well, do you got gas? Oh, yeah, we want, but man, we need power. See, people like that, they're losing. When something break out or the power go out, they don't know what to do. But they act like they know what to do. You know, them big talkers like they know everything, but when something pop off, they don't know what to do. Like a chicken running with a head out, just going everywhere, panicking. Them people like that. Oh, y'all, bless. Then I heard some people say, man, we had to stay in our car. People taking a risk again. Carbon not, you know what I'm talking about, carbon monoxide. I know I didn't say that word all kind of wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. The poison from the gas. If you run your car too long, and if the gas, if your catalytic converter a little stopped up, that gas still can seep in there. You might die from the poison, from the fumes, from the gas. But people, you had to do what you had to do. Because guess what? I'm going to be 100 with you. If I had to do something like that, that's something I just would have to do. I wasn't trying to change it with my family, but if I were by myself, I probably would have did that too if I didn't have gas. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing that if you had gas. Don't worry about no power. Because guess what? When we didn't have power, we got cars out here, right? I don't think we need these phone charge up, right? I ain't worried about no TV or nothing like that. We could come outside and charge these phones up in the car. So that's what we did. Until we went to Florence Sunday about a generator. We just said, cause like I said, they scared us. Power might be out 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks up here. I ain't gonna lie to you. And thank God it's a blessing that we are able to do something like that. We had to drive like an hour and a half to go get a freaking generator for our house because where we at, everybody done bought them. Sold out. That's why you got to have something put back in case of emergency. You never know. You never know what you had to buy for your family. You never know. That's why I be thanking God. That's why we be thanking God the way we do. I thank God for everything what he doing for me and for y'all too. You see what I'm saying? But y'all, people complaining. You got people talking about well, why y'all can't bring out no more food? Why don't folk buying all that food over there? First of all, we don't even know how many folks this man got or how many folk this lady got in their family. You see what I'm saying? In crisis like this, no, you can't run out, but at the same time, though, we all got family. You got to be prepared too. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you another story. So when we get to Florida, that's like an hour and a half away from us, right? We had to wait another hour for the truck to get the loads with the generator. But we had to do what we had to do. We had to sit there and we here. So we're gonna have to wait. We called while we was on the road to make sure, cause we ain't want to make no burnt run and get all the way over there. And then they said, well, we won't have now till tomorrow. So while we was on our way over there, my wife called. Yes, truck gonna be here about 1 or 2. Bam, we got there. See what I'm saying? They still had to wait another hour because they got bagged up. The truck did. See what I'm saying? Truck coming from Huntsville, Alabama, all the way to Florence, Alabama. So Huntsville to Florence, that's every bit about probably like a little hour and a half drive. So that big truck driver got to be careful himself. You can't rush nothing like that. You just ought to be blessed that you're able to still get out and make something happen. That's a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing if your power did went out, but you had heat to keep yourself warm. Food. You know how many people didn't even have food? Couldn't even leave out to go buy food? Man, we making runs for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I could have recorded, but why? I'm gonna tell you about it, but I don't gotta put something like that on no camera to show you what we're doing. So I'm telling you about it. Crisis, because you never know who you might need. We never know who we might need. That's the reason why God blessed us the way he do. Because we really do be trying to look out on folks. You feel me? If we able to, if we not in the shape, no. But if we able to, yeah. And we just keeping it real. If you able to look out on somebody, do it. Just gonna be honest with you right now. I'm not gonna give nobody my last. If it ain't my family, I'm sorry. I can't. At least I'm being honest. But it's if we able to do something, yeah. But if we not able, no. I help you in another way. But money wise, this gotta go on my fam and my in-house fam. I'm just keeping it 100. Only way we know how to be over here, y'all. Only way we know how to be. Ungrateful and complaining people. Complaining people. None of the ones that you borrowed. Man, they borrowed $20. You gave them $20 at 9 o'clock that morning. They call you back again at 5 and ask you for another 20. And you tell them, man, I ain't got it. But they tell you, man, you gave it to me. You gave me $20 that morning. Man, I know you got the money. Mother effers like that, run from them. Cut them out. Delete them. Delete their number out your phone. That's what you need to do. Folks like that, it is no help for them. You got to cut them off. You feel me? Ungrateful folks, you got to cut them off. Complaining folks, you got to cut them off. Them ain't no but leeches. And they sucking your bone dry. That ain't nothing but leeches. Huh? That's all what they is, sucking you. Vampire, they sucking on you. Just draining you. Energy and money from you. And you. They draining you from you. So people like that, you got to cut them off. People like that, all we can do is pray for them and cut them off. Pray for them, cut them off. That's pretty much about it, y'all. But y'all, it's a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing, it's a blessing, it's a blessing. Y'all be safe out here. Come back to the den. Love. Keep your head on a swivel and trying to stay warm, y'all. Y'all be safe out here, man, and be thankful. Be thankful what you have or what you had. Be thankful what you don't even have. Still be thankful, y'all. It's him.